Hello and welcome to today's video. This time we're going to be taking a look at the next two releases of the Corgi Model Club, the Ford Zephyr Motorway Patrol and the Buick Riviera. So sit back, relax, and let's take a look. Okay then, so we'll start off with this one, the Ford Zephyr Motorway Patrol. Spring suspension, seats and a steering wheel. Well, let's hope so, eh? It's a police car, so an American police car, I guess is what this is. Let's get into this one. Carefully does it. Oh. There we are. Okay. And roll out. So it's got a little bit of foam along the top, which we've seen before. It looks like that was covering the siren like that. So we'll slip that back in there. Okay, then so let's have a little look. So I'm interested to know a little bit about the history of this car because I don't know a great deal about it. It does look vaguely familiar. I mean, obviously it's an American car, which I'm not as familiar with as the British, but motorway patrol car. It says it's got the suspension, and it says the steering. So how are we steering this one? I see. I think the steering wheel, it hasn't got a steering control like some of them do. It literally has got the steering wheel inside. Red leather seats. Got a little aerial on there as well. Very, very nice. So let's have a little read of what it says. So my number is 3685 on this one. Ford Zephyr Motorway Patrol Corgi 419. Conjuring up the spirit of the popular TV show Z Cars, this typically early 1960s Corgi was produced until 1965. Interestingly, Ford didn't actually make an estate version of the Zephyr, the model being based on an Abbot of the Farnham bespoke conversion. So not American at all then. Launched in 1960, the model was also available in the Netherlands. The bonnet sticker replaced with one that read either Politi or Rix Polite. Detailing was excellent, with an aerial, blue emergency light, grille-mounted bell and loudspeaker, plus a red interior complete with moulded recovery tools. In 1962, the tooling was used again to produce a non-police estate, Corgi 424, in a rather fetching two-tone blue colour scheme. Well, I'm still none the wiser. Is this a British car? It doesn't look like a British car to me. But if it never came out in an estate, I suppose then it could be. Okay. Well, look, answers on a postcard, please, because I'm not 100% sure on that one. But well, that was the first one we got to look at today, and it's okay. It's all right. It's very white, isn't it? So it's not going to really massively stand out on the cabinet, but it is still a nice one all the same. Now this is the Buick Riviera, and this is it says it's got a transolite headlamps and rear lights, spring suspension, plated bumpers, steering wheel and seats. Okay. I made a big flash on the side there. No batteries, no bulbs. Patent application. Right, okay. Let's have a look at this one then. This seems very, very tightly sealed, this particular lid. Try and get them off without damaging them. There we are. That's more like it. Okay, so we've got a bit of foam protecting the end here. He's upside down. Okay. So although the box is more like a grey, the actual model is like a metallic blue, which is quite nice. I was going to say it would have been a bit off to have two very sort of less colourful models back to back, you know. But there we are. Let's have a look then. It's got the suspension again, which is nice. The Buick Riviera. It's got the tow cable on the back as well. Yeah. Left-hand drive, so this one definitely is American, whereas that's a right-hand drive, so we are suspecting that is now British, and this is an American because it is a Buick. It's got that really distinctive American front, which is actually really nice. That is very nice styling, that one. Right, so let's have a little look at the certificate and see what it says. The Buick Riviera Corgi 245. Introduced into the Corgi range in 1964, the Buick Riviera was produced in gold, metallic blue, and pale blue. So I'm guessing ours is the metallic blue version. It was given glidomatic suspension and Corgi's innovative Transolite front and rear lights, which were independently operated by placing your hand over either the front windscreen or the rear windscreen. Unusually for a Corgi, it came with a rear tow hook, which we've seen, which could be hitched to a separately available boat and trailer. That was Corgi 104. The model sold well on both sides of the Atlantic. Over 800,000 were produced, wow, and remained in production until 1968. We have replicated the most sought-after wire wheels version, okay, as opposed to the more commonly available examples with cast spokes or plain spun hubs. The Buick Riviera and boat combination were also available as gift set number 13, and I have actually had gift set number 13 through my hands as an original. So there we are. So there's those wheels. Now, what did it mean with the lights? Cover up the front and back. Oh, I see. They are there. I'm not 100% sure how they actually work. Okay. Plated bumpers too. Transolite headlights. So how does the headlight feature work then? I don't know. I can see the little bit of plastic there in the front and on the back, but just by covering it up I don't see how that's going to light up the lights on it. Not that I can see, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious buttons. What does it say about the lights here? Given glidomatic suspension and Corgi's innovative Transolite front and rear lights, which were, there's a bit of a spelling error there, which were B, independently operated by placing your hand over either the front windscreen or rear windscreen. So you place your hand over the front windscreen. Is that supposed to make the lights go on? I guess so. It doesn't seem to be happening in this case. So maybe it needs to be exposed to the light or something like that, because there's no battery included. But anyway, quite an interesting pair. Nothing mega exciting about these two, except they are nicely made models, and we haven't got anything really like these in the display case as is. So I'm quite pleased to have these in my collection. Certainly the collection is coming along very strong now, and it seems to be going really great guns, which is fantastic news for the collector. As always, here they are in my cabinet now, safe and sound, looking very, very good. And also, let's not forget, we always take a look at the entire range, what's been released and what's on the horizon as well. And they've got plans pretty much up to the end of next year now, which is quite amazing. So if you are thinking of getting into these, you can go right back to the very first one, and you can play catch up by getting like an extra one each month or an extra two, just until you've caught up. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed looking through my current Corgi Model Club collection and these latest two releases. A couple more crackers in my opinion. Nothing special or out of the ordinary, just two decent solid releases, and that's absolutely fine. If you've enjoyed today's video, do please give it the thumbs up. Do please hit the subscribe button if you're not already for regular vintage diecast content, and I'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.